Hey, how's it going? How is this winter season going for you? Have you been enjoying your January, or are you kind of missing the busyness and funness of the holidays? I know I've kind of been in a little bit of both boats, missing the holidays because of having some fun things to do, but also liking the peace and quiet. Did you set a New Year's resolution or some New Year's goals? For years, on my list was to lose weight. This year is the first year that I haven't needed or wanted to put that on my list because I found thought tools and ways to maintain. I have found some sense of meliora in weight loss, and it has been incredible. I found that meliora, or the better, through changing my thoughts. In fact, I did a live class on this last night about mindset and motherhood with weight loss. And I want to talk not about that class because I'm going to keep doing those in-person classes and I want you to come in person. I'm going to give some insight on two different ways you can kind of think about food, or two different personality traits that I've noticed and that I learned about and noticed in myself when it comes to weight loss that might help you in moving forward in your weight loss goals. I want to genuinely help you find meliora. I want to help you find the better life through better thoughts. And sometimes knowing these things about us can help us move forward with more faith and help us in our endeavors. Thanks for joining. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, the host of the Meliora Mentor podcast. Meliora means better in Latin. I encourage better thoughts for a better you and a better life through taking small steps in thought and action. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps without making drastic changes to their everyday life, and I can help you. Thanks for joining. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about two things, and if I remember right, I learned these traits or these habits, kind of our personalities, from Gretchen Rubin, I'm pretty sure. The two of them are abstaining and moderating. So when it comes to weight loss, you do have to have action. But if you have the thoughts first, if your thoughts precede your action, it'll be a lot more sustainable. Now, this takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of intentionality, and it takes time. It takes time to get these new thoughts into your mind. But being aware of whether you are an abstainer or a moderator can help you to know what is going to be best to implement for you in moving forward with your goal. So what exactly is an abstainer? An abstainer is someone who does not do something, especially something they would like to do. So let me give you an example. When I was first deciding that I was ready to get serious about this, I was ready to implement the healthy lifestyle changes that I needed to, I decided to abstain from sugar. This was hard for the first 3 days because of all those addictive things that are in the sugar. I craved it. I wanted it. It was not easy. And it was a little bit difficult. But I found that I can abstain better with sugar than I can moderate. So what does it mean to moderate? So to moderate would be, the definition online says, an average amount. So you do better if you can have at least a little bit of sugar. But me, I found at first I could not moderate. It was too hard for me. I found that if I had sugar at all, I would just want more, and I would take a long pit stop in trying to have the more sugar. So in this instance, for me, abstaining, even though I wanted it, was more powerful. Just saying no all the time was a lot easier than trying to moderate, because as I would try to moderate what I was intaking, I found that it wasn't working. I would fall back into my old patterns, and then I would get discouraged and lose confidence and be a little bit overwhelmed because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. But I found that as I abstained in this area, this really helped me. So you'll find that there are going to be areas of your life or areas of your weight loss, areas of your eating that you are an abstainer or you need to be an abstainer, and other areas where you're just fine being a moderator. Maybe you're opposite of me and you do a little bit better with moderating your sugar. Like you feel a little better if you know that you can at least have some than having to abstain from all of it. And that's a controlling feature for you. Like you're good at that. That could be something that you face. Maybe you're not good at moderating pasta or carbs and breads. So you have to abstain from those for a little while till you can work through it and to get where you want to be. Over time, as you work with your thoughts, as you work with your habits, as you learn positively from them and don't shame yourself, you will find that maybe where you needed to be an abstainer before, you are now able to be a moderator. So for me, there was a time I had to abstain from the sugar. I just had to say no. And it wasn't that I had to, it was that I chose to. I wanted to take better control of my health. I wanted to take better control of my weight. I wanted to be the woman that I desired to be. And that happened through my intentional thinking and learning from all these times that I made mistakes. I am now at a spot where I am good at moderating my sugar. I found things and times that I eat sugar, and I've gotten so much better at being in control instead of being out of control. I'm able to moderate it now. Now, to get good at this and to help you figure out where you need to be if I can spit it out, to figure out where you need to be an abstainer and where you're better off to be a moderator, it just takes a lot of trial and error. It takes learning and finding like, oh, I kind of overdid that and I'm feeling like I shouldn't have. I'm feeling a little bit bad about that. So next time, maybe I need to abstain and just not have that. An example for me would be there's a local store that sells French fries. Well, it's not a store, it's a restaurant. And their French fries are so good. But I am not very good at moderating these. So I have to sometimes abstain instead of have some because I end up eating too many. You might think this is hard or annoying or difficult, but if it helps you to reach the ideals that you want to reach, the ideals of being the person you want to be, it's worth some of these hard choices. It's worth making the effort to abstain even though it's hard. It's worth moderating even if it's not your favorite. It takes hard things. It takes doing the hard things, the small, simple, hard things over and over again to get us where we want to be, to help us in our progress and in our journey. As I've said many times on this podcast, small and simple things bring great things to pass. And doing these small things, like learning about yourself, whether you need to be an abstainer with some foods or you're okay to be a moderator in some foods, can help you in your weight loss, can help you reach your goals, can help you move forward. So to sum up today's episode, there are some instances in losing weight as a mom where it's probably best to be an abstainer. There's other instances where you're probably okay to moderate. Learn about yourself. Learn about the areas where you're better off to abstain for a time and the areas where you're okay to moderate for a time. This can help you in reaching your goals, reaching your weight loss goals, reaching your goals in becoming healthier and becoming a healthy mom. And just be aware without judgment. Don't shame or judge yourself if you mess up. It's okay. Just keep trying. Keep moving forward. Keep noticing the little things, and you can do this. If I can lose weight, you can lose weight. Things that I thought were impossible have become possible through changing my thoughts, through small action, and through building over time through small and simple things. Thank you so much for listening to these podcast episodes. Thank you for implementing them into your life, and thank you for sharing. If you are pregnant, or if you know someone who is pregnant, I do a pregnancy series. I do pregnancy on Tuesday, and then a mindset on Friday. Sometimes my pregnancy episodes come out on Wednesday, but usually they're Tuesday. And I want to help pregnant women to find positivity in pregnancy. I want them to find the thoughts, and I want to help them find the thoughts that help them to enjoy pregnancy and not dread it, loathe it, or hate it. I want to encourage the Christian women that have desires to have more children, but are scared because they don't want to be pregnant. I want to help them find the thoughts that will help them find a more beautiful and sacred pregnancy. If this is you, or if you know someone like this, will you send them to my Facebook page, Pregnancy is Hard? I put a lot of information and all the podcast episodes on there, and I would love to have them join us to find positivity in pregnancy. Thank you for joining. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Meliora Mentor podcast, for listening, for sharing, and for most of all, applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you and a better life through taking small steps in thought or action to reach your goal. If you are one of those individuals who have an inner desire but are having a difficult time making progress in your goals, I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.